tell me who you are, your business's name, where you're out of, and what you guys do.
Sure. So Grant Holmes Lawn and Landscape. We're out of central Indiana, I guess north side of Indianapolis. Majority maintenance. We do a lot of mowing, a lot of fertilizer, a lot of cleanups. That's kind of always been our base. This year's first year we've kind of ventured into the bigger projects, and we ended up getting like one good sized job, and they've just been boom, 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 boom.
Just rolling.
Yeah. Before BCBA, I've never ran ads. I've always just been word of mouth. We've always done good work. Always just been on top of communication and just trying to do our best every way we can.
Yeah.
Last year we did just under 700,000, like 680, something like that. This year, I think right now we're at 1.2 million. We'll do 1.4, trying to do 1.5. So doubled in size.
How much money in paid ads?
Zero, like ever. Never pay. I mean, I put like $50 on an Instagram but never. Always just been word of mouth, organic leads.
Okay, yeah. Sweet. That's crazy growth. All right. So tell me, when you first talked to me, I'm sure you were skeptical. Why were you skeptical?
I wouldn't even say I was skeptical. It was more of like, do I really need this dude?
Okay, that's fair.
Because and I think every guy can kind of agree, you know what you need to do. Before I came to you, I was like, I had 4 Google reviews. I had a shitty like there was Latin, verbiage in my About Us page. Like I just didn't care about that, After, we got on that initial meeting and talked, and we kind of went through the basics, and you showed me like, dude, your shit sucks. Like you look like, I think my main goal with you was like, before this year, I'd never even signed a $30,000 project, and like we just signed one out there,
Yep. I'm curious. Wait. So like, what was the biggest project you've signed before us, and what is the biggest in short? And then we can go in depth. What is the biggest project before, and what is the biggest project after us?
Yeah. So we've done like big maintenance contracts, like a project. I think the biggest last year we did was 13,000. Biggest project we've done this year, I don't know, I think right around 60 so far. We've got bigger ones that are coming up, but pretty unreal. I mean, and it kind of what sold me was like, there's a reason you're not selling bigger projects. You've got 4 reviews, you've got guys with no uniforms on your company profile page. You don't post at all. You've got no reviews. You look like a chuck in a truck.
Yeah.
Right. And we were doing over $500,000 in revenue.
Yeah, and that's I think it's fair to bring up like a lot of guys, especially like at that kind of revenue range, like think like, what could you teach me, or what could I need? And it's like, we want you to make more money easier. So if you are opposed to that, don't join us. If you're not opposed to that, maybe talk to us. But it's a fair point to bring up that not a lot of people in these bring up. But every guy has an ego. Yeah. Every guy thinks that they know best. Yep. Every guy wants to go alone. And I think it's easier. I mean, me, myself included, like I've had so much help along the way, and that's what has gotten me to this spot. And I think it's important to bring up.
All right.
Okay. So you went from 700K to like 1.5-ish this year. Yep. You went from your biggest project was like 10K for design and build to 60K this year. Yep. What is like some of the best feelings in business and just in your personal life, like of being able to have this growth in 12 months?
I'd say personal life. I mean, outside, like all I do is work. I've got an addictive personality. So like I'm at the shop at 6 and I don't leave till 8, Biggest thing I like personally I get out is helping buddies, get a jump start and like help them along the way, kind of like you do for people. Yeah. I get to live the life I want. I don't like, I can go, like, it doesn't matter. I can go spend whatever I want, whenever I want, within reason. But like, I don't really.
Like on trips and stuff like that.
Yeah, I can really do whatever I want. I don't know, there's a big, my big thing is, can I cuss?
Yeah, you can,
Coming from a point of like, fuck you. Like I've got money. I don't need to enter anybody. I can kind of do what I want to do and go my own path. And that's kind of the biggest thing personally. And that's honestly why I got into business is like, there's no way in hell I'd ever work for somebody else.
You wanted the freedom.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Business wise, money doesn't really excite me. Like I've got plenty of money in the bank, okay amount of investments for 22 years old. It's really the like size of business, the impact. Like I've got a lot of guys that came from other companies that now make way more money or enjoy what they do. They show up with a smile on their face.
They're proud to tell their family they work for.
Right. Within my we cover a large service area within my like where I live. in northern Indiana, I mean, we are just known as like, you know, not the biggest company, but like we've got a lot of reach in that area, and it's kind of cool. Like wherever I go, I'm pretty much known at every restaurant.
You're proud of it.
Yeah. And I like recently I got a phone call from the accountant. She was like, "Hey, we're trying to reconcile your books. Last year we had, you know, like 565,000 in income. This year, as of October 6th, we're at, you know, we're at, I don't know, 1,065,000.
Yeah.
She was like, we're either messing something up or you guys doubled and tripled in size. And I was like, no, yeah, I think we doubled. So I mean, that made me smile for like 4 days. So that was nice.
That's always fun.
Yeah. I just like the progression. I mean, I like to see, you know, bring in more guys. You know, culture is huge to me. Like we've got, you know, an office lady now, and we just brought an operations guy on. We've got kind of a part-time sales guy that runs our bigger projects, and it's just nice to see a team come together. Like I'm here in San Diego, and the guys are back killing it. You know, so it's awesome.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Okay, last thing.
Yeah.
Would you recommend us to other people? And, you know, what would you say to them to help them convince them to, you know, make that decision that might change their life, their business?
Yeah. So it's almost the same answer I would give to somebody who asked me if they should start a business or not. Are you a killer or not? If you're not, don't waste your time.
Yeah.
And same thing as starting a business. If you're not a killer, just don't waste your time. This is something like you've got to put in the work. I mean, if you want to be the best, you have to become who, like that person to be the best.
It's not just a wand.
No. And it can be, you know, but you have to be a killer at heart.
Yeah.
It's very low-hanging fruit with what you bring to the table, but there's also endless opportunities within the community, within all the partners you've got roped into the deal. I think it's great. When people ask me about it, obviously there's huge skepticism because
there's always skepticism.
It's like, oh, he's just selling a course, and no, you know, that's not what it is.
Yeah, it's
right?
different.
You've got one-on-one. You know, it's a real community. I'm a part of kind of the same deal in my hometown. That's not blue collar oriented, and it's changed my life. You know, and things like this San Diego trip, really, I mean, it's crazy impactful for everybody here. I mean, so yeah.
Well, sweet, dude.
Cool.
Thank you.